Hey there everyone, welcome back to Game Vine, and my name is David, and this is...
Chris.
And this is...
Trevor.
And we are reviewing the game of But Wait, There's More. Now, you're going to be channeling your inner spokesperson, the commercial spokesperson, just like Billy Mays or that one ShamWow guy that nobody likes, and you're going to be pitching these ideas that are on cards. They're going to have one word on it, and each one of you are going to be pitching the same things with variations because you get to add them from your hand.
Today we're talking about a game that we've got a little bit of division here on Game Vine. I don't like this game. I'm going to tell you why later, but you're going to have to channel your creative juices, which that's not why I dislike this game, but get ready to really get brainstorming up here. But I'm not a big fan of this game. This guy, he likes it.
I actually am a very big fan of this game, and it's actually the complete opposite reasons for what he just said.
And I'm going to remain unbiased for right now, so we can at least have some mystery in this video. There is also a few expansions as well, but they're so tiny we'll actually show them off. So, with that being said,
let's get into the components.
Let's show them. Alright, so these are the components, all card-based, and of course there are the expansions. I'm leaving out the one expansion that is called That Is the Best Part, and I'll get to how that works in a second. This Gadgets and Gizmos, that's one of the expansions. It's a 6-player expansion. That's all you get. You get a few more other cards as well, like vote cards. But the other ones that we have here are the tiny ones, and these are the feature cards. This is what you're going to be adding to the product card that everyone's going to be pitching, which are these blue tiny cards. And they have a whole bunch of different things: nail clippers, diary, cup of soup. All right, so the last few cards that we have are the vote cards. You got 1s, you got 2s, and you got 3s, as Chris laid these out here perfectly for me. Thank you, Chris. And then you have the Tell Us More card, and one person's going to have that. And then you have the crazy, silly names of each one of the players, and you get one of those cards. I've slaved them. So those are all the components. Now let's get to how to play this game. Okay, the last thing I did leave out was the timer. You're going to need this. It's important. So you'll start the game by picking your company. I'm going to set it up for a 4-player game, and then you will give the vote cards out. So now you're set up with the vote cards and your company. You will give each player 3 feature cards, and they'll keep these as a hand. They're going to be playing these on their turn. Now, you also will give this Tell Us More card to one player. I think it's either oldest, but one player will have that. Now you're ready to start. You'll pick a first player, and they will flip over this product card here. And now this is what everyone is selling, but the first player will get the first crack at it. So they will take one of these feature cards and try to pair it up as much as they can. Let's see, increases your performance 100 times over, thickens and lengthens just like you've always wanted. Yeah, let's do that. So we have a, for player 1 here, a knife that thickens and lengthens just like you've always wanted. You then flip the timer, and you have 30 seconds right now. Well, you have 60 seconds altogether, but you're going to pitch this first feature card for 30 seconds. You're going to say, okay, this knife, of course, I mean, it lengthens. It turns into a sword. Well, I mean, what knife wouldn't be great if it can turn into a sword? Well, now you can have that knife. You'll continue to do this pitch, and then in the middle of it, you will say, but wait, there's more. And you'll flip over the second one out off the deck here randomly, and you'll just have to say whatever it is. And this one can also be used as flip over another product card, so that's a special one, as a bicycle. This knife can be used as a frickin' bicycle. It also lengthens. Have you seen a bicycle with knife wheel blades? Of course you haven't. Now you have, and you can purchase this whenever you want. Now I'll continue to talk about this game. Doing. I'm continuing to talk about this pitch and just selling this bicycle knife thing until my 60 seconds are up. This player can play a Tell Us More if they want on the card, on the pitch if they want, and then I'll have to flip over another feature card and continue to talk another 60 seconds about this knife bite card thing. And after I've done that, once the timer has gone out, my turn and my pitch is over, and I claim the Tell Us More card, and I also pick up one feature card from the top here, replenishing my hands. Then I will pass this knife card right here to the next player, and they will continue to pitch a knife in their fashion. They'll flip over one of their hand features and start selling it, and then continue to talk about this game for this product for 30 seconds, then adding another one from the top by saying, but wait, there's more, and that is basically it. So once everybody has taken their pitch with this knife product card, you will then go to the second phase, which is the voting phase. Now, you're going to have to remember everybody's pitch because you're going to have to play one of your voting cards on their company. So you'll just you can kind of put the feature cards next to them so people can remember if you want, but you'll have them all in the middle and everyone will play one, and you'll vote for the one you think is funniest. It's all subjective, really. You're your own judge, and I like this because it's a good balancing mechanism and just doesn't leave one person judging. So I'll put this one here, I'll put this one here, and I'll put this one here. Other players will do that, and we all will get 3 different voting cards, and we will not look at them at the very end of the turn because we want to keep these unknown. And then you put them in front of you and you continue with the process again, pitching a new product, and you keep doing this for 3 different rounds, and every round you will give each player the right amount of voting cards. In a 4-player game, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, and they will vote again. And after those 3 rounds, you'll add up your score, and the person with the most points wins. And that's how you play But Wait, There's More. I'm going to go over a few of these feature cards so you can see what they actually have on them and the product, but I don't want to spoil everything, and then I'll go into the expansion. So here are some of the feature cards. You've seen a few of them. You got Adjust to Fit You. We got the one that removes dead skin, and we got one that helps reduce snoring, and it just continues to go like that. And then you just have 1-word products, of course, adhesive tape, well, two words. Thanks for proving me wrong there. Chopsticks, banana, handkerchief, steering wheel, all that kind of stuff. And that is really what you get in the base box. Now let's go over the 2 expansions. Well, let's go over the first expansion. All you really get is some more voting cards and this gadgets and gizmos. So that's a 1 expansion. But the second expansion is an actual addition, and they get a whole deck of cards, and they give you a few different product cards as well. And it's kind of mystical cards. And those are a 10-foot pole, a lockpick, a mace, and that kind of stuff. So that's the best part. Expansion is pretty simple. All you'll do is deal out 2 additional cards, and they will pick one of these cards and put it in their feature hand, so they have an additional card on this round, and you'll do that every round, giving each player one of these, and they can choose to play it. Now it's kind of like Tell Us More card, where they play it at the end of your pitch, but when you have this deck, you will say at the end of your pitch, are there any more questions? You'll take a beat, and then one of the players, if they want, will play this on your product, like this knife here. And they'll say, but what if I feed it after midnight? If you feed a knife after midnight, you'll say, but that is the best part, and you'll pitch it however you want. It will turn furry. It will turn into a furry knife. Who doesn't want a furry knife? It's very furry. So you can do this expansion if you want. It adds a little bit to it, but doesn't complicate or really convolute the game too much, and I like it. So now let's go on to the actual thoughts, and we'll give this game a grade. Let's go. Alright, so that was But Wait, There's More in a nutshell. Of course, I probably missed a rule or said one different, but nonetheless, I'm going to give this one a letter grade and or a percentage, and you guys know what they think, and I'm going to give this game an 88%, which is, other than being a very special number to me, the year I was born, a great grade. And I couldn't love this game more than I do now, other than, you know, if it had like actual images as you are playing these cards, and they kind of like holographs and they come up, but just to see a furry knife would be great. This is one of my favorite party games. I try to bust this out as much as I can, but there are some people that absolutely oppose. Not often though. I've seen this game hit quite well with quite a few people, but of course there are going to be some people out there, if you don't like doing this kind of like pitchy thing, and you're in a group with strangers, I can see how it can be kind of a lackluster performance for this game. But if you play it with people you know, it's going to do so much laughter. This game has really done that for me, and more than most games. Like Time's Up is one of those games for me that just makes me laugh. And this one right here, because of the unpredictability of the second feature card, it really does just take this game to a new level. And it's such a tiny little mechanism that really adds so much depth. So, that's what I think about the game. Should we say negative first, or?
Okay.
You want the good news or the bad news first? That's the question.
Alright, I'll go first.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to go with a grade from 1 to 10. I'm going to give this game an 8.
Okay.
I really enjoyed this game, and that might be because I've won almost every time we've played it.
Nah, I don't know about that.
I don't remember that. I don't know.
Well, hey, I'm just saying, I did win. But I do like how the game's quick. You have to think on your toes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you said earlier in the thing, you have to channel your inner spokesperson, and it's a really cool game. I really like the aspect of the but wait, there's more, where you can add to your original idea.
But it's random.
Yeah, it is random. But the first card you actually get to pick, and you can decide how you're going to try and pitch.
If you want to go serious, or if you want to go funny.
You can try and get a game plan of how you're going to pitch this project, and then you wait. But wait, there's more, and then you play a different one, which could throw it off a little bit.
Yeah, we'll probably won't align with it at all sometimes.
Right. But it is cool just to think on your toes and move quick, and that's what I really like about the game.
It's good to him.
Time for the bad news.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to be too negative on this game because I'm kind of using some hyperbole with how much I dislike this game, but it's really not that bad. I think it's situational. It's not a game I feel like I can play in every setting. This is the type of game that if I'm playing with my family or if I'm playing with really, really good friends, and I consider both these guys good friends, so for that I know, right? I probably shouldn't have said that. But for that reason, it just depends on who I'm with. It's like
What's
you
your
said,
grade though? Like from 1 to 10?
Let's go. Yeah,
I want to hear
1 to 10. I probably give this a situational 5. Maybe a 6.
Okay.
But again, like if I'm playing this with just my good buddies, or if I'm playing it with my family, that it gets a little bit of an improvement there. I'm a really big fan of like Balderdash. That's kind of a classic party game. You're making up stuff. I love that. But I don't know. Some of this
when it forces you to do it, is that probably why?
It's not even that it forces. I can impromptu do stuff. I guess it's not that it's forcing me. It's that it seems forced. I know that sounds like I'm just using the same terminology, but it seems forced. It seems like it's just you're pushing it too hard, and I feel like it doesn't flow for me. Organically as a funny game, but it's still a fun game to play with good friends and people you're comfortable with.
If we can force you to play it.
No, I refuse to play this game. So just to tick them off, if for nothing else.
And one other thing I guess we should add is.
But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more. Is the voting part of it kind of reminds me of.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of. I know you touched on it on one of your last videos.
What?
Top 5.
Which one? For Sale?
No.
No, which one?
No, it's a game you don't like actually. It's
Cards Against Humanity.
Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah, yeah.
The voting.
Or
that's
apples to apples.
Yeah,
Games like that.
Right. That's how the voting actually works on this.
But they twist it though, so everyone has that.
Yeah, you have to vote. But it's kind of that similar voting where you're the one that decides if you like that person's pitch or not.
Yeah, or I mean, it could be you vote for a person that you don't like, and why are you playing with that person?
Yeah, why would you play like that? Anyway?
But the cool thing about that also is that all the cards are unknown, so you don't know if this person has a whole bunch of ones. So you
until the end.
So you won't feed them once just to have them lose. That's what I think is really cool, because they could have all 3s and you wouldn't know about it, and you give them another 3.
See, so. I do think for me that's a bit of a negative, because I feel like they almost turn this into a competitive game with the scoring. Like apples to apples is a good comparison for a game like this. I feel like with apples to apples, it's a lot more simplified, and at the end of the day, if you win, cool, fun, you can gloat and be stupid about it, but you don't care. With apples to apples, you don't care if you win. You're just there to have a good time. I think this is trying to take a concept like apples to apples, making it a little more complex and a little more competitive. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just I don't really like mixing my party games with competitions too much. If I want to play a competitive game, I'll play something more strategy based.
Gotcha. I can see that.
Yeah, so you don't like gamifying your party games.
Yeah, I just like being stupid and funny, and not even if I don't win, I couldn't care less.
That's a valid point. Well, that is our thoughts about this tiny little game, and if you like it, go out and get it. I can't recommend it enough. And if you don't like it, well, you're in the same group as this guy. And until the next time that we see you, I've been Dave. Who's going next?
I'm Chris.
Okay.
I'm Trevor, and there's not more.
Yeah. Have a great rest of your day and a great time with all you player guys. We're out. Bye.
Bye.